Hi, I've just added a new feature to Schema Explorer that I'm quite excited about. It allows you to build custom diagrams on the fly, so I'm just going to demo that very quickly. So all you have to do is click through the diagrams you're interested in. So let's have a little click around. So we'll go customer address, and sales order header. So we've been and looked around a little bit of the database, but not the whole thing, and now we can click on table trail and it just shows those 4 tables. So if I go back to the overall and go over here, we could have product and product category if we're interested in that today. And if we go back to table trail, you can see they've been added to the diagram. And then you can click permalink and you see the query string is now amended, and you can grab that and send it to a colleague and they can see exactly the thing you saw. And as with the existing diagrams, you can rearrange, although it won't save that. Let me know if you think that's going to be useful. If you've got a particular problem you're going to solve. The problem I was trying to solve is I've got a tricky query to work on. It's more than a few tables wide, and I can't quite keep all 7 tables that are involved in my head while I'm working on the query, but the database is big enough that the entire database diagram is a mess. Previously I've just gone into Management Studio to manually add the tables to the diagram, but the overhead of doing that is just sufficiently high that I find I don't really want to do that. It's a bit of a faff, so I'll only do that if I'm really forced to, whereas I think with this and how quick it is to build these little custom diagrams of what you're interested in, you'll be able to do these without even thinking about it. And in fact, if you let me just clear that and rebuild it. So there's on the table trail there's a clear button. Just in talking to a colleague or trying to figure out the problem in your head, you will naturally click through as you're trying to work it out what it is that's involved in what you're doing, and then immediately you have that diagram ready to go. So let's get to somewhere else. Product category, get a slightly more interesting one up here. So go back to the table trail. So if I'm interested particularly in product, you can see I've got all of the product related things in there, and I didn't have to put any thought into that. It was just because I was working on a query about product, I naturally looked at all of these and suddenly there's the overall diagram. And once again we can arrange that to match the hierarchy. Subscribe to my channel, I'll post more of these. I also hope to try and post some educational videos at some point. I haven't worked out exactly what. I'm thinking of maybe posting, say, the top 5 diagramming tools for dealing with databases. Try and spread some of the benefits of the research I've been doing. Please check out my other videos, learn a bit more about the product. But more importantly, join my mailing list and keep up to date. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and subscribe. There should be a subscribe link coming up.